utterly mad, masters of pure misery. And, these people are very powerful. People have to understand that the rule we're under is evil. Basically, you got to understand it's not a Democrat Republican thing, but it has everything to do with power. And what is the most powerful entity in society? The biggest driver of fear, of lust. You understand it's money. And ancient wisdom tells us the same thing that's going on today in society was going on thousands of years ago. Okay? Money is a concept. It's an idea perpetrated by evil men to take advantage of other men, which in their minds are lesser men. These are elitist by nature. They're evil by nature. They're not those that honor their owner. Okay, they don't care. They're arrogant, self-centered, narcissistic, egotistical, vain, conceited, megalomaniac that control the purse strings. And it's really sad to say that a lot of them reside right here in the country I love so much, America. They really do. Look, America's been the most influential nation on earth for, you can guess for yourself for how many different reasons, okay? People like America all over the world. It intrigues them. It fascinates them. It lures them. It draws them, right? And we are the most influential nation. It's been that way for a long time. So that's a big responsibility. It's not something there's an awards contest for internationally. It's just something that happens. I think it has everything to do with our core principles and precepts, which lie in the Constitution, Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, all this good crap that we love as Americans and we're willing to fight and die for to keep America, America, right? Free speech, the amendments to the Constitution, right? The Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. So we're not intimidated, because really it is very, very, very intimidating to think that these evil men hold all of our lives. Okay, I'm just saying, you got to realize what's going on here. The dynamics are incredibly powerful. This is like good angels versus bad angels. This is a heavy-duty war of wills, okay? And it's either the will of good that's going to get done on earth or the will of evil. And by all appearances, it looks like the will of evil won a long time ago, and it's time for all the goody two-shoes, all the righteous believers out there, the saints, whatever, you're just on the side of good, right? Maybe you're just a humanitarian, egalitarian, good American, good human, a friend to humanity and a friend to God by extension. We don't have to bring religion into it. Keep the separation of church and state, which is absurd anyhow, because all the laws, we wouldn't follow them if they weren't based on morality. So you say you're anti-religion, and that's why, you got to keep separation of church and state and all this crap. Well, who becomes the church? The state becomes the church. Because the laws, if you don't follow the laws, you can lose it all, man. You understand? And that's got to be based on something people can rally around. The public, they need a jury of their peers, and they need people that are into ethics and justice and fairness and all this crap. You understand? So they can't be too arbitrary and capricious, yet the evil men would like that. And in the past, we see that. Look at the crap Hitler got away with, and so many others like him. Okay? The genocidal maniacs, if they could make a law saying I get to kill whoever I choose, no questions asked. National security, you can't know. They would love that. That's how wicked they are. They're haters of human beings, haters of humanity. That's what we're up against. So if you think we have time to keep playing tiddlywinks with these people, I got news for you. And if you want to get ready, and if you're ready to be honest and really ready to face the truth, then you'll understand when I say we got to get ourselves off the junk, man. We're mainlining this crap they call money. Oh, it's so innocuous. Oh, we need money. Oh, it's just a tool. I've heard it all. It's all a load. You understand? It's a load. We can get ourselves off this crap. With God's help, we can do anything. God didn't invent this crap. God didn't create this crap. It's a competitor. It's a nemesis at best, an enemy to be sure, like a competing God. Do you understand what we're all engaging in as a species? The love of money, the root of all evil, not some of it, all of it. That's it, man. But we got multimillionaires running the political theater. Democrats and Republicans are all in the same boat. The Democrats are going to talk like they're the party of the people, and they really want to, tax the rich and all this crap. They're lying. They're lying. That is deception. That is propaganda. They want you to perceive that way. So it's all about optics. And oh yes, right, yeah, but look at the evidence. Look at their fruit. How do they vote in the bailout of '08? Mr. Obama was extremely instrumental in pushing through that bailout. Remember it was so controversial? Remember that? All the sit-ins and all the marching people did opposing that bailout? Because that was the last chance this country had to have a semblance of social economic fairness. And they blew it, man. And Obama was at the top of the list of those that supported blowing it and saying, yeah, let's go into more debt. Let's put this debt, this national debt, on the backs of the poor. So this idea that the rich, Obama's rich, so why don't all these people voluntarily pay taxes? Look into it. Look how many of the Democrats in the Congress and the Senate and the executive are multimillionaires many times over. Then we got this secretive, not so secretive, loophole, I don't know, George Soros character, multi-billionaire, doesn't even live in America, sending huge amounts to fund the Democratic Party. And you think they're all pure and clean. Well, yes, I'm for blue collar and, the poor and the homeless and, I'm for social economic fairness. Don't you get it? By default position, they can't help it. It's only logical. I mean, they'd say to themselves, well, we'll rationalize. I mean, the public would do the same if they wouldn't vote to shoot themselves in the foot. They wouldn't vote to raise taxes on the rich. So us politicians, you understand, they want you to think a certain way. But they're all full of it, man. The last two presidents alike, even though I'm a registered Republican, I could give a crap less what Abraham Lincoln was, or JFK was, or Martin Luther King Jr. was, or Jimmy Carter. And the last two presidents alike, Jimmy Carter and JFK, in my life. I was too young to remember Eisenhower. A lot of people liked Eisenhower. But that was the time when this country still had hope, man. But now we're sunk. This ship is on the rocks hard. The ship of fools. And it's time to admit it, okay? Denial is not a river in Egypt, okay? We're in denial. If we think that this country isn't bankrupt, and this whole idea that we can just keep on debasing the money, de-worthing the money, devaluing the money, diluting the money, however you want to look at it, through raising our cost of living, i.e. cost of living inflation, right? If you think we're going to be able to do that indefinitely, think again. Okay? I got a dear friend down in the Santa Cruz area just called me the other day, invited me on a cruise to Mexico. He was telling me a house I was saying, well, you'd be lucky to get it for $800,000 in Santa Cruz. He told me even in the town of Felton, the township, it's not a city even, it's in Santa Cruz County in the Santa Cruz Mountains, about 6 miles north of the city of Santa Cruz. And I lived there as a child and a young teenager. And my parents bought a house for $17,000. I was talking to Jeff about this. I think they sold it for about $28,000 some years later. But he told me, all those houses, man, you can't get them for $2 million. I mean, all these people in Silicon Valley now, they like to drive their BMWs and Porsches and crap, and they're commuting. They're willing to take that 20-mile drive through the beautiful Santa Cruz Mountains on Highway 9 or Highway 17 every day in and day out and be stuck in traffic for hours to live in that area. That's how nice it is. But it's been destroyed by the money. Everything's about money. You want to live in a certain location? Good luck. Unless you're a multimillionaire, good luck. But it's sick, man. It's sick. It's sick, and it's totally unfair and unjust. It's immoral, it's wrong, it's ungodly. And that's the religion of the state that says, but that's okay. We say it's okay. We Democrats and we Republicans say that's okay. That everything goes to the highest bidder. Forget supply and demand. Forget it, Bubba. That ship sailed. We don't have any semblance of true capitalism. No, it's all about dog eat dog, man. Get with it. Step on your toes. I'll squish your toes. I'll cut your freaking throat. To have my way. I love money that much. I don't care who dies. I don't care how many people suffer needlessly. Sometimes dying out in the cold. Better men and women than me. Jesus Christ himself. I don't give a crap. It's all about money. So by appearances, it looks like they've won. But I'm telling you, what you need to get ready for is a world without any form of money. Entirely. That's it. So if you're serving humanity, society in some way that you say, well, I'm sure wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for money, then get the hell out. You need to search your soul. You need to repent. You need to get on your face before God and say, God, forgive me. I don't want to go down like this. I don't want to be this person. You got to make a deliberate effort, a conscious decision to not be a miserable, money-loving maggot. I mean, I don't know how to put it politely, but it's sick. God is angry. It's not nice to piss off the living God. And this is how we're treating his son. He said, how we treat the least of men is how we're treating Jesus Christ himself. So we're in a heap of trouble, and we need God. And the last thing we want to be doing on an individual or collective basis is offending God. And we're doing that day in and day out by not repenting. And stop being evil. Stop debasing the money. Stop putting this national debt on the backs of the poor. How else do you think they're carrying this principle? That's the interest. That's how they carry. Okay, well, you want more money? Okay, well, we'll raise the cost of living, and that does it hurt the most? Well, duh. Of course, they're creating more poverty, more desperation, more misery, more hopelessness of ever-reaching middle class, home ownership, and all that good crap everybody wants. A sense of financial freedom. God almighty, it's so unfair, so un-American, just so ungodly. And this is the example we're setting for the rest of the world. You think the wrath of God isn't on this country through lifting his hand of protection? What do we need to get it, man? What do we need to get it? Not only as a nation, but as a species. Because if people are looking to America as an example, forget it, man. Forget it. You do not want to go this route. Currency debasement, perpetual currency debasement. It all falls on the backs of the poor. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people profit from raising the cost of living. And a lot of people are cushioned, insulated through a cost of living adjustment that's somewhat commensurate with the cost. They don't care. You understand? But huge swaths of the population, because of their job description, their job title, are cheated, subjugated, marginalized, and chosen to be the slaves. This is the normalization of slavery right in our faces. Forget different colors and races. And they know they can't get away with that crap anymore. That's too blatant. They got to be a lot more surreptitious and sneaky about it. Oh yeah, and they didn't do it overnight. Oh no, this is the long gradual process of turning the worth of a dollar. Now, according to my friend Jeff, it's less than a half a penny. So we're looking at the worth of, in terms of your housing dollar, it's worth a quarter of a penny compared to what your housing dollar was worth in the early 1960s when the federal minimum wage was $1 an hour. So you tell me, am I a fearmongerer? Am I, oh, well, no, don't worry, man. Just let the rents go up and shut up. And so what? You know, the strong will survive. We're shipping in young, strong immigrants every day. They crack that nut and feel they're lucky, so shut up. Stop whining. Stop complaining. Go away. Shut up. You're stupid. You're a loser. You're poor. That's the kind of mentality of the people in your local community, and they got it from the money masters of misery on high. at the uppermost echelons of power, those controlling the purse strings in the Congress, the Senate, the executive, and the